I'm Christopher X Moore.
I'm mashing the X
I'm
button.
still mad.
So am I. And because I've become so aware of how I do the intro with the "What's up, guys?" I'm Christopher X Moore, and how much I hate it. I might just skip the "What's up, guys?" and just say my name from now on. That felt alright. And you said you're still mad. What are you mad about, Daniel?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
And anything in particular, or
Everything. It's one of the most underwhelming. Let's talk about the story. How about that?
what story?
You're right. Next subject then, right?
But you can go on.
So let's talk about how they reserve like the entirety of the story for like the last. I want to call it 5 hours of gameplay, but realistically, it's more like an hour and a half of gameplay.
I was just say I feel like
and then the rest of it
generous.
is just cutscenes.
Depends on how much HP the bosses have. Which that's another thing. I feel like none of the bosses were challenging until they take away your ability to heal, and then they just
Yeah, the
so
only
many
boss,
HP bars.
the only boss that I felt. No, I mean, I'll say the wolf boss I fought on Proud.
It's true.
The wolf boss in the Frozen World was challenging to me. I enjoyed it though. It was a good challenge. I feel like that's probably the best boss in the game by far. But like the final boss to me just felt so dull the whole time. The entire last world was dull. Like in this one we have what, Hollow Bastion, and then the second one you have the world that never was. I don't know what other final worlds you have in the other games because I didn't play them. They didn't count because they weren't called Kingdom Hearts or Kingdom Hearts 2.
Despite the fact that's where all the story is in this game.
Yeah, despite the fact that that's where all the actual story takes place in the side games. But like the Keyblade Graveyard, which is from Birth by Sleep, yeah?
I think that's.
Oh, he
its
doesn't
first,
know. You have the games.
I think that's its first appearance was in Birth by Sleep, but
Yeah,
it shows up a couple other
stupidly
places.
dull world. By the way, why don't you get Glide earlier than that? You get Glide at the very end of the game. Why not get it in San Francisco, for example, where you're in like an open world with skyscrapers and crap the whole time,
Yeah, that would make sense. And then
and you're a superhero?
yeah, at least in this game you get Glide about halfway through the game, and then later on you get Super Glide, which is nice. But at least Glide in Kingdom Hearts 3 is better than Glide in this, because
Yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 both did the same thing where they just took Super Glide and then made that the default.
well, I think it's even better than Super Glide in Kingdom Hearts 2, because even if you hit the ground, you can still glide on the ground, so you're just sitting there rubbing Sora's face on the ground
yeah,
the whole
that's
time.
right.
Yeah, because that's what he apparently deserves, just face in the ground and just. But yeah, unless you're over the water, and in which case you touch the water, then you're like stuck in it. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'm starting to cool down.
What do you think?
You're gonna have to heat
completely
me up again.
completely underutilized. Every character. Where are the Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom
Oh,
Hearts
see, now you done triggered the kid. Okay, so I'm gonna preface this argument because you brought up the Final Fantasy characters, and that's my argument. What are Donald and Goofy doing in the final world if they're not Keyblade wielders?
3? Their best.
I mean, what are they supposed to be doing?
Nothing, but their best.
Okay, so the justification is basically, well, they may not be Keyblade users, but they're not worthless because they're Sora's friends. So is like every Final Fantasy character in the series, who might or might not have a stake in the universe ending. Maybe.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd want to be there to help the cause. Maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense. Also, where the fuck are the mini bosses in Kingdom Hearts 3? Like, I like the game.
You up for this?
It could have been better.
That makes one of
No
us.
problem.
Again,
do it.
and a lot of that is just, of course, and I know they rely on this, but nostalgia bait.
Oh yeah, it's just like it doesn't even make sense that Sora's the main character in Kingdom Hearts 3 in the grand scheme. He's the main
It
character.
should have been Riku.
He's the main character because he was the main character in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and Chain of Memories. That's why he's the main character in Kingdom Hearts 3. But in the grand scheme of the story, it makes no sense. For one, Xehanort's the main enemy. Mickey has beef with Xehanort. Even Riku has beef with Xehanort. The Birth by Sleep trio have beef with Xehanort. Sora doesn't even know who that is. The first time they've ever met.
Okay, I mean, he met Ansem and he met Xemnas.
Okay, but still, the lore on those characters wasn't expanded until after Sora was becoming less relevant as a character.
Okay, and then Dream Drop Distance, he doesn't technically meet Xehanort, but you know he was about to get taken over, but yeah, I could see like everyone else having more beef.
Everyone else had more reason to be the main character than Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3. And we already talked about 2 episodes ago, watch it on YouTube, how he was just aimlessly wandering around, not actually accomplishing anything for the bulk of the game anyway.
So, obviously, in Kingdom Hearts 1, like, Leon and Yuffie are a pretty, like, integral part of the game. They do a lot
They're
of
a
storytelling.
big deal. They actually are integral to the whole story of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I want to say Cloud is, but he's not. Honestly, his whole deal is with Sephiroth. I think his plot relevance is a bit higher in Kingdom Hearts 1 just because of the Colosseum.
Hold on, I'm going to cut you off because it's been like an hour since we've heard Jordan say anything. Obviously, you haven't beaten the game.
Yeah.
But from someone who hasn't beaten the game and hearing like some of our criticisms and from your point of view, like what are you enjoying about the game?
Sorry, old man.
I
have some
think.
Also, do me a favor, move the mic closer to your mouth. You know better.
Okay. Well, I was being kind of loud earlier, so
Loud
before I
is
stopped
fine.
talking.
Loud is fine.
He is
Um,
unusual. Not many puppets have.
Although
hearts.
combat
Not
takes
sure,
a while,
but maybe
like,
he can help someone.
not using the
Lost
the triangle commands that much, I do enjoy it.
Are you
Like
talking
I
about
often,
Kyrie?
whenever I get them,
What do
I'll
you
just kind of
care
run
about?
off and just burn through all of them, so I don't actually use them and then go back to the fight.
Okay, so I'm gonna interfere in your enjoyment by saying you have to go out of your way
Yeah.
to make combat enjoyable.
Yay, high jump.
All right.
Continue.
So there's that going.
I enjoy that I don't have to do anything in the gummy ship other than the boss battles. I do think the gummy ship boss battles are a little bit more interesting than gummy ships in these.
Yeah.
Although I wish that it was more free world, like when you're going from world to world in gummy ships.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Gummy is better in Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's also it's also so drastically underdeveloped and for the most part even optional. So, yeah.
I
And
don't
what
know. I
else?
just enjoy the game. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't,
it's a beautiful looking game. It still feels like Kingdom Hearts. Like, you know, you got your Keyblades, you got your jumps, you got your Donalds and your Goofies. But so you've seen Toy Box, so you've seen like Ansem and then Xemnas come in and they taunt you and then they just fuck off. Like they come in, taunt Sora.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
that is the whole game, is insert character in black robe comes, taunts you, and then fucks off. Does nothing else.
Like I feel like there's a severe lack of stakes in this entire game. What's up? Oh, okay, yeah, you know, he missed it, but that's fine. Maybe he'll go back for it.
yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
I'm climbing up and getting all the chests first.
Water Gleam, I think that's actually Dumbo, Jordan, because you know you don't get Dumbo first. He looks so defeated and so sad every time he.
Yeah. No.
Jordan, you're killing us.
I think he's doing it on purpose. Now.
Why do you hate
Out of
us, Jordan?
spite. Out of
Jordan,
spite.
Jordan, thank you. No.
Oh!
All right, guys, that's it. Let's Play's over. Jordan groans.
He's so mad. that
Getting
we're
some attitude.
He's so mad that we're calling him out over Dumbo. So mad that he won't even get the Trinities. He's that mad about it.
So, last week when you weren't here, we were talking about like secret endings and stuff like that. He's like, "Yeah, how do you get the secret ending in this game?" And the answer is you 100% Jiminy's journal. He's like, "Okay, so I'm never gonna do it. That's fine. Okay." So he's taking a stand. First time Jordan's ever stood up for anything in his life, apparently.
Wow. Get called out, son.
God, camera angle, please.
Relic of its time.
Yeah.
Bad cameras existed back then.
I mean, bad cameras exist now.
True, but
Can I point to the again the finishing thing with the horse chariot, and it's just like in Sora's face the whole time.
I wish the camera angle was different. That's
Yeah.
my biggest gripe with that one is the camera angle.
Like at the very least, just, like pull it out and just let us like see us going around the whole field or something instead of just right here in Sora's face the whole time.
oh, what are we talking about?
The horse chariot thing, like the
Oh.
finishing thing, where it's just Sora flying around. Going,
Oh
"Ah!"
yeah, the camera's like way up in your face.
for no reason at all. But so I feel like we haven't really spoiled a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 because
There's nothing to spoil.
that's true. Keep these guys bounced. Like cast arrow on yourself, and then just like stand underneath them. And if you can get like a good like 20 bounces,
So what do I do now?
like hit him, and then keep bouncing him. Like keep him in the air, juggle him. Yeah, see you fucked up, so he did.
Yeah, I don't.
So just keep juggling. No. All right, one last chance.
I'm gonna disappoint you because I'm gonna.
Get him up. That's a shame.
Yeah.
But you can get Mr. Goo. Trinity.
Trinity!
I'll let y'all figure those out later.
Figure what out?
The bouncing things.
No. I mean, it's your problem. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
I'm just not gonna get it.
All right. I mean, I doubt you're going for the ultimate Keyblade in this anyway. So, I mean, they don't really matter. And then the other ones are way easier to get
Oh.
anyway.
Why is this? I hate this area.
You know, at least they're just straight stairs. So you know, if you fall, you can just climb back up. But like, so for Kingdom Hearts 3, is there anything you're like looking forward to? Like, what would you like to see that we haven't potentially ruined for you?
Hey,
The ending,
Hey.
because I haven't seen an ending yet.
Right.
Oh.
But that's it. There's no like.
Maybe it holds
Obviously,
the
you've
key
heard
to
us
Kyrie.
complain about worlds, but you don't
How
have like
about
your
it,
favorite
Sora?
Disney World or something
Let's
you wanted
join
to see,
forces
despite
to
the fact
save
there
her.
aren't a lot of Disney worlds in
We
Kingdom
can
Hearts
do it
3.
together.
That ending's
Also,
gonna
hold on.
disappoint.
What is wrong with him?
You'd rather fight
Oh,
me
like.
over a puppet
I'm not
that
gonna lie.
has no heart?
So there's a point in Kingdom Hearts 3 where you get to make a choice on who you
Heart or
help,
no heart.
even though it
At
doesn't
least he
matter at
still
all.
has a
You can just
conscience.
run back and help the other guy, but
Conscience.
it's like, who would you rather help,
You might
Riku or
not
King
hear it,
Mickey? Like,
but right
there's
now
not a
it's
choice.
loud
Go
and
help
clear.
Riku, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's telling
Every
me
time.
you're
That-
on
that
the
makes the
wrong
most sense.
side.
Yeah. And again,
And
it
you
still
mean
doesn't matter because you just get to run back and help the other dude. But like, can we make consequences and stuff a thing in Kingdom Hearts? Like, there's nothing that matters. It's very frustrating. Like your choices.
Yeah, the choices just they didn't make sense. It would've made
First
more
off, there are no choices.
Yeah, the illusion of choice. Like, you make that choice at a fork in a road, they might as well have just made that road one long road, and then
Yeah.
you just automatically go one and
Because
then
that would
the
have
other.
been fine.
Because there's no reward for picking one over the other. There's nothing.
Not to mention the stupid minigame for each one. It's like,
Yeah,
oh no,
like-
make it to the end of the hallway before the timer. Oh
And
no,
can
you
we talk
failed.
about-
Game over.
And can we talk about these, like, Assassin's Creed cutscenes that happened in all the in those boss fights?
Oh,
Like, you're fighting 2 to 3 boss-level enemies at once, but every time one of them dies, like a 5-minute cutscene plays as if the other guys are not there at all.
yeah. Even though, like, so that's some major fan service that, well, not great gameplay, was great. Like running into that maze and seeing like all of them there, like fighting together. I was like, oh man, they're actually like a team, even though they're not.
See,
at
by
all.
then, like I said, I was already livid because I feel like a lot of the fan service to me just made me more angry. So let me get into an example of that. Actually, fan service that made me livid. Rox just shows up, and I was like, "Yo, Roxas is here, and he's got the Oathbreaker and Oblivion," and I'm like, "That is so ballin'. Where's my fucking dual wielding?"
Well, the other thing is, like, they have Lee, Axel, and Kyrie the entire time. Like, the entire time. They're trained. They're like, all right, we're going to be badass. We're in this timeless world. We're going to be badass.
And they're not.
And then they're not.
They had the hyperbolic time chamber, and they still can't.
Also, if we're talking about training, with, like, Sora just running around doing nothing, why did he not just go there and figure shit out?
Because then we wouldn't have had Disney plugins.
Let us play...
Where are you?
So, they let us play as Riku. They let us play as Aqua, which that's a whole other thing. I don't...
Okay, let's be honest. They let us experience Aqua gameplay for like a minute.
All right, which is hilarious. She's like, "No, I have to do this battle. I don't want to be aborted," and then she immediately gets knocked
So, Kyrie's like a lifeless puppet now.
Precisely.
out. So like
And
everyone else in
Heart
Kingdom Hearts,
was
I got you, Riku. Good
Taken
job.
by the heartless. no doubt.
I feel like
Tell
we're
me,
ruining
what can
this
I
game for
do?
Jordan. I'm so
There
sorry,
are
Jordan.
Can we talk about the fucking this bitch in Kingdom Hearts 3? One of the
Ooh.
most wasted setups ever.
From the first world, and then we see them pop up consistently.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to
So-
find that black
But
box.
there's so much payoff in Kingdom Hearts 3 at the end without any setup, and then the only thing that they truly set up throughout the game has no payoff.
Smooth, I'm not. That's the answer.
Well, listen, I tried to include you, and then you went back to playing the game.
To be fair, I went back to ranting.
Say, to be fair, he cut me off.
Well, just cut him off, all right? You blue balled us with the Trinity. Feel free to do whatever
Yeah,
you want, Jordan.
interject.
Yeah, man.
Interject.
This is your playthrough. Because you've never beaten the game. This is
Yep.
for you. We're just here to yell at people. Normally it's me yelling at you, but you know, right now it's me and Daniel yelling at the
Kingdom
ether
Hearts 3.
into the void.
Yeah.
Uh,
I do feel like Kingdom Hearts 3, like of the 1, 2, and 3, is the worst of the 3. I just still find it fun.
By far.
Yeah, but
Like-
I don't disagree with you. I enjoyed the game, but that's because I enjoyed Kingdom Hearts as a whole. Does it have its flaws? Definitely.
Look at that fucking work of art.
Does it have its strong points? Somewhere, you know.
Graphics.
It looks great. And again, it still feels like Kingdom Hearts. And I don't have a problem with that. But it felt like too little too late. And
Yeah,
I said
it
this in
feels
the
like
car.
a Kingdom Hearts game that came out about 8 years too late.
Or, you know, if it wasn't Kingdom Hearts 3 and it was also, dude, the way the game started with a 2.9.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me about that, but I started the game and I just go, I knew it. This isn't 3.
When
What
I-
are you doing?
When I saw that, I was like, Chris is gonna be
That
mad
is-
for
that
about
was
30.
so
Chris is gonna be
cheeky.
mad for about 30 seconds
That
when he
was
sees this.
so
I was like, no, no.
That was so
No.
cheeky.
Because we started this like the week before Kingdom Hearts came out, and I don't know if you were involved or if you were watching then, but I said I still don't believe Kingdom Hearts 3 is out until I have the game in my hand, in my system, playing it. And I started it up, and it goes Kingdom Hearts 2.9. I almost just turned the game off.
I mean, it was real cheeky. I enjoyed that.
Was the last part you enjoyed?
Huh?
Was it the last part you enjoyed?
No, because I also enjoyed the wolf fight.
Is this a new cup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a shame. Because we should have called it before you started that.
Oh,
That's
well,
fine.
you didn't say anything.
Listen, you didn't say anything either. I don't know what you're doing. I'm sitting here talking. I'm not paying attention to the game. So, kill yourself. Just let yourself die, and then we'll restart.
But why? I'm
No,
already
it's fine.
here.
Just play it.
No.
Fuck it. We'll have long episodes.
No. Oh, we've had some long episodes this time because we keep getting caught up in the rant. Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
How many rounds is this?
It was 10.
Is it 10?
10? Kill
Is-
yourself.
Is it the same round? Or the same cup, or is it a new cup?
It's a new cup, because the last cup was the Phil Cup.
What is this?
Pegasus Cup.
Why is the Pegasus Cup 10 rounds when the Phil Cup is 10 rounds? Like, also, who's the boss in this one? Is it...
Level up.
Also, it's like the Hades Cup that's like the good one, right? With like the 100 rounds and whatnot.
It's
and, like,
50, yeah. One of them's 50.
I think that... Is that the Hercules Cup? Or... I don't know. It's been so long since I played one. But, where were we, Daniel? We were complaining about something.
I don't remember which one.
I
We
don't
were
know.
complaining about a lot of things.
2.9.
See, 2.9 I thought was really good. It was nice and cheeky. That's
Like, I felt like that was going to be great, like a great tone to start the game on. They know that people have been waiting.
The game started
Yeah.
good. It just went to shit real fast. I felt like the Hercules world was pretty good. The boss of the Hercules world was pretty good. The fact that they started building up Maleficent and Pete's angle was really good. The fact that they had Hades at all, even though he kind of just fucked off immediately,
Listen,
was
they even-
pretty good. Like, the world
Hold on,
itself
hold on,
was
hold on,
good,
hold on.
and Sora had a reason to be there
Yeah.
as opposed to the rest of the worlds.
Like Hades' interactions with Sora are great, and then he references the Final Fantasy characters that we never see again. Cloud, Auron, like he even talks about Terra, like, and then nothing, and then oh my god. So did you ever play Birth by Sleep, Jordan?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. So there's a thing that
Well, I
happens.
started it, but
All right. So do you know how they have those like really cool armors in Birth by Sleep? like Terra, Aqua, and Ven have those cool like Keyblade armors.
Yeah.
And then that Keyblade armor pops up, and it's being controlled by nobody and nothing. And then it interferes with something after a certain thing happens, and then it just fucks off and never comes back.
Come on.
You know what I'm talking about, Daniel?
No.
Okay.
Fucking lost.
So you remember after, you got to do that dream dive thing to like wake everyone up again, and then you reset. All right, don't worry about it. Well, me and Jordan will talk about it once he gets there in like a month.
Sure, because I didn't play that game.
No. I'm talking about at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Say again.
Okay, so that armor thing that like pops up out of nowhere,
What do you do for these?
you just hit them. They don't drop anything because you're in the
This is an
top.
arena fight, yeah.
They will fuck you up with that poison though. But at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, after you do the dream dive to wake everybody up, and you do the reset thing, and then it looks like you're about to get bopped, and then this armor comes in from out of nowhere, and like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Terra's armor?
yeah, and then it just fucks off.
Yeah.
Where's the
What the
payoff?
fuck was that?
Where's the payoff?
Like, they make you believe that Terra's in it, and then you
Even though
save Terra,
yeah,
and then it's like, then who the fuck was in the armor?
even though like Terra gaining control again was really cool.
Unless it was their master.
No, it's literally Terra's armor. I think they call it like Lost Will or something like that in the game or something. But like that's literally Terra's will is in that armor.
Yeah, that just kind of happens.
Yeah.
And it didn't really get explained at all.
At all. No. And then you never see it again.
Final mix.
Kingdom Hearts 3.9.
No, 3.1.
Oh Jesus. Dude, they left out so many characters in 3. Also, this cup definitely did not take anywhere near as long as I thought it was going to take. If you lose, on the other hand, though,
If you lose, on the other hand, then at least he did what we told him to do in the beginning.
Yeah.
Just did it late. But
even though I remember, no, this is Leon and Yuffie's the first seed in this, and they are a bitch on crowd mode. Anyway,
it's just there was so much in that last story. Like all the fan service just felt half-assed for one. Like you find like the whole game is basically the premise of the whole game is in order for this to plot to move forward, you have to save the 3 like armored people from Birth by Sleep, Terra,
Yeah.
Aqua, but you don't do that until the very end, and you do it all at once
in a row, yeah, it's
in
like,
a row.
It's like, all right,
even though again we established like 3 episodes ago, watched on YouTube, that he could have saved Aqua in the fucking beginning.
Also, like we see Aqua running around with specifically like Ansem the Wise, and he just fucks off.
Yeah. Oh yes. Where does he go? Where does he go?
I was like, dude, you're here with Aqua. You can end the game right now. Like,
see, there's so much crap I forgot because they didn't even pay it off.
okay, and then like Vexen's like whole like hero turn at the end, and it's a mess. And then like they have you like Riku comes like Ansem Riku comes back, and you think it's like, oh, it's actually Ansem Riku like traveling through time because that's the thing that they established. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's just a replica.
Yeah. It's
And then that whole thing with like the replica being there, it's like, oh, well, we'll use this one for Nominee. And then Roxas just pops up out of nowhere. And I was like,
see, I'm not even thinking about this kind of crap. You're just making it worse for me now.
and I was like,
They didn't-
and no, it'd be like, oh, wait, I mean, cause you get the one, and it's like, okay, that's for Roxas, that's cool. And then they go into the final battle without him, like, no, stop. That's fine. He's right there. Let's do this. And like, no, you need a strong enough call for him. And I was like, we didn't prevent. Also, Axel's right there. Why is that not good enough?
Plus, I'm not quite understanding. Did they have to pull Roxas from Sora?
From his heart, yeah.
So how did they get nominated if Kyrie was already gone by the time?
Did you not see the ending cutscene? Kyrie's there. She's back.
Oh, is she
Yeah.
back? Okay.
And then and then Sora's
Oh,
not.
did they just skip the all of Sora going after her? Is that what it was? Sora's like, I gotta go
apparently.
save her, and then like 2 minutes later, it's like, oh yeah, done.
Go back and watch that cutscene.
I might.
Again, I don't wanna spoil it because Jordan.
Why not? Who cares?
Because it's Jordan. Hasn't
I mean,
played
we're
the
already
game.
talking about it. We're already in the middle of talking about it.
Okay. So you know how Sora says, "All right, I have to go save Kairi."
Yeah.
And then it shows the end cutscene, and everyone's on the beach playing, and Kairi and Sora are like sitting on the Paupu tree,
Yeah. Okay.
and then Sora just fades away. Not to mention, like, canonically, Sora dies a little bit every time he goes to sleep. Because it even mentions that. It's like, oh yeah, you've been here a couple times when you go to sleep. And Sora's just like, oh, that's fine, whatever. She's saying, you die a little bit every time you go to sleep. Not to mention, like, that Chirithy and its relationship to because it says it's specifically waiting for someone. No, I'm just not gonna even. I refuse to acknowledge that because I don't want Sora for Smash. Because you know why that would be an issue? Because then Disney would be involved with Smash Brothers, and then I get copyrighted for every fucking video.
Oh god, that's true. Oh, isn't that direct today?
5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock. I mean,
Heal.
we can.
I mean, I'm game for it, but that's up to you because I know y'all usually do D&D on.
We don't start until 7.
Okay.
So I mean, we can. I'm not super interested. Like, I'm expecting Joker gameplay. I'm expecting the next announcement for somebody. And if it's not Neku, I don't care. Also, oh my god. So, okay, I'm okay with there not being as many Final Fantasy characters. But I would have liked to see more of
I would have liked to see at least the core cast that have played a strong role in the story.
just anybody. And like, so The World Ends With You. Like, they had those characters in Travis Town and Dream Drop Distance. I don't even think they showed up in this at all. But like, there's nobody except for the Kingdom Hearts characters and then the Disney characters.
Yeah.
And
Which
then like,
again makes no sense.
alright, so despite the fact he went on after I told him to stop, I've been Chris Trexmore,
I'm Jordan.
I'm still mad.
and you've been watching Kingdom Hearts 1 and us rant about Kingdom Hearts 3. We can probably get another episode out of it, but you can catch us live Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Catch anything you've missed on Typos Plays. This, our XCOM Let's Play that I haven't uploaded any at all, and our Pokemon Nuzlocke that me and James do on Thursdays. But bye, everybody.